Startups are a great opportunity for investors to earn profits where there's no fierce competition, and the creators of an idea can realize it with the support of influential and rich people. New products and developments regularly appear in the world, but the successful of them have already won a place in the business industry. So in this video, we're going to discuss the top 10 most successful startups. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Thousand Eyes. Thousand Eyes is a cloud service for monitoring and analytic processing of large amounts of data. Such well-known technology companies like Evernote, Jive, Zynga recognize the timeliness of the project and the quality of its service, starting to cooperate with Thousand Eyes. Unlike many established business projects that are on this list, Thousand Eyes can be called a real startup. This is a promising project that continues to evolve. Thousand Eyes was founded by programmers from the University of California, Ricardo Oliveira and Mohit Ice. In 2014, after 4 years of the project's existence, it began to grow sharply. When Sequoia Capital became investors of the startup, the cost of Thousand Eyes increased 4 times. The fact that even Twitter engineers use Thousand Eyes to monitor the state of their cloud storage and servers tells about the popularity and quality of the service. Number 9. ShoeDazzle. ShoeDazzle was founded by Kim Kardashian, Brian Lee, Robert Shapiro, and ML Lee. Despite the startup's star-studded list of founders, the company was at one time considered a failed startup by many. Despite their initial success, with a reported 1 million users to their shoe subscription service, the brand lost its way in an attempt to pivot the business by operating as an e-commerce site, foregoing its original subscription model. Even after a failed attempt to reinstate a partial version of the subscription model, the company continued to lose customers, and an overstock of inventory posed yet another challenge. Eventually, the company was bought by competitor JustFab for an undisclosed amount. They transitioned the business back to its original subscription model and turned what seemed like a failed business into a successful company once again. Number 8. Square. Like many of the world's successful startups, Square was developed to solve a small problem. One of the co-founders, Jim McKelvey, was unable to complete a $2,000 sale of his artisan hand-blown glassware because he wasn't able to accept a credit card. With the help of co-founder Jack Dorsey, the pair developed an easy-to-use micro POS system that could go anywhere and be used by anyone. While it has been a relatively bumpy road in terms of generating a profit, Square has come out on top by continuously innovating, providing useful tools to merchants, and accessing markets that are still untapped. Number 7. Pandora. Pandora, the radio streaming service, was developed out of founder Tim Westergren's Music Genome project and a strong passion for music. Westergren's experience as a traveling musician and feature film composer led to 2 realizations that would propel the Music Genome Project and Pandora Radio into existence: that there were a plethora of undiscovered musical acts, and there was a need for the technology to establish musical profiles based on personal preferences. However, it was not smooth sailing. Despite receiving substantial funding initially, the project hit several bumps in the road along the way that resulted in nearly 2 years of unpaid employees, 11 maxed out credit cards, $500,000 in personal debt, and 5 employee lawsuits. All disputes were eventually resolved, and employees were paid. Pandora's launch was a success and was eventually bought by SiriusXM Holdings for $3.5 billion. Number 6. Lyft. Lyft founders Logan Green and John Zimmer created the platform in 2012 just as a service of their already existing company, Zimride. Zimride was a carpooling company that helped with long-distance intercity traveling. Lyft was originally just going to be an on-demand carpooling service. However, they quickly realized that there was a much bigger opportunity in the ride-sharing market. While Uber was already established in many cities by the time Lyft launched, they were able to quickly gain market share by focusing on their customer experience. They offered things like free rides for new users and a more personal touch with their drivers. Lyft is a perfect example of a company with an already successful idea that pivoted slightly to become the success they are today. Number 5. WordPress. Matt Mullenweg launched Automatic, otherwise known as the platform that hosts WordPress, when he was only 20 years old. From college dropout to wildly successful San Francisco tech startup founder, Mullenweg gained the experience necessary to make his goals a reality by working as a coder for an open-source blogging platform. When the lead developer left, Mullenweg stepped into the role, which would propel him into the right trajectory to support his career and ultimately would lead to WordPress. The greatest lesson from Mullenweg's experience is that not all success stories start after college. Some are made possible by the experience and perseverance, which even for a 20-year-old may lead to a billion-dollar success story. Number 4. Pinterest. The next example on our list of successful startups is Pinterest. Unlike many startup companies, Pinterest wasn't born to attract tech-savvy users. Pinterest was created to be used by anyone and everyone, no Silicon Valley residency required. But founders Ben Silberin, Evan Sharp, and Paul Sciarra didn't stop there. Pinterest grew to be an $11 billion company due to their focus on building the experience for existing users and developing a completely unique social media experience. In the beginning, Pinterest was an invite-only platform. The exclusivity allowed the company to hone in on creating the experience users were looking for. Ben Silberman even went so far as to offer his personal phone number to users so that they could contact him day or night about the site. Clearly, this dedication paid off. Pinterest is still a unique platform that focuses on sharing, saving, and organizing interests rather than life updates, which continuously sets them apart from the competition. Number 3. Pure Storage. Data analysis and storage is one of the key areas for the development of IT technologies. Sophisticated projects are highly demanded in this area, and investor attention does not focus only on the well-known Dropbox. Therefore, the Pure Storage service, which serves corporate clients, almost doubled its cost in 2014. The company was founded by John Hayes, John Colgrove, and Scott Dietzen. Pure Storage produces fixed flash drives with a capacity of up to 250 terabytes. In fact, it is a flash drive with software that can be connected to the cloud storage and thereby speed up the work of virtual servers. The publication of the Wall Street Journal called Pure Storage the innovation of the year. The partners of the project are Greylock Partners, T. Rowe Price Associates, and Tiger Global. Number 2. Airbnb. One of the most inspiring startup success stories, without a doubt, is Airbnb. Founders Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia first launched the site in 2007, when, after recently migrating from New York to San Francisco, the pair noticed an influx of visitors to the city during the Industrial Design Conference and a shortage of available hotels. Needless to say, they saw this as an opportunity to make additional cash by renting their space out, and the concept of Airbnb was born. However, Airbnb was not an overnight success. It took years for the founders of Airbnb to receive funding and even longer to make a profit, requiring resilience and a bit of side hustle to make ends meet. Today, Airbnb is worth nearly $3.4 billion and is a testament to the concept of sticking with a great idea. Airbnb shows us that great ideas often involve looking for a solution to a common problem. Number 1. Uber. The online taxi call service Uber belongs to startups only by formal criteria. Despite the fact that the company is only 6 years old and it has not yet become public, Uber has long become a serious business, which by the end of 2014 received $2 billion in investments. The company's weekly revenue is about $20 million, and its founder, Travis Kalanick, has been included in various ratings for the richest people in the world for several years. Uber hates traditional taxi services, but they're very fond of customers. The service allows passengers to find free drivers on their own and pay for them online. The company's capabilities are not limited to taxi services. Uber plans to enter other markets, for which the main role is played by thoughtful logistics food delivery, courier transportation, postal services, etc. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.